Okay guys, another little look at here. This morning we're going to be testing the Winchester White Box 357 Magnum 110 grain. It's a jacketed hollow point. It's actually a semi-jacketed hollow point. I will show you guys that. The jacket doesn't go all the way up to the top. It does have an exposed lead head. See if we can get a view of that there. As you guys can see there, it's semi-jacketed. The jacket only goes about halfway up, and we're going to be shooting this today in calibrated ballistics gel from 10 feet, and we're going to be using the Ruger GP100. Let's see how this works. Okay guys, here we go with the Winchester White Box 110 grain jacketed hollow point. Let's give it a shot. Looks like decent shot placement. Let's go check it out. Guys, you can see right here we got the point of entry. That 110 grain just went in, and it looks like that thing just exploded with energy right there. You can see right there about the 2-inch mark. Looks like it started opening right here at about the inch mark. And it lost, you could see a bunch of lead fragments down in there. Looks like it dumped all of its denim right there. And then we get right down to about the 9 1/4 mark. And it looks like what we got left there is the base of the bullet. So it looked like it lost all of its petals up in here, which isn't surprising because remember, this is a semi-jacketed hollow point. And there's the base right at 9 1/4. Let me get that out of there so you guys can take a look. I got that slug up out of the gel. As you can see, it's basically just the base like I thought it was. And we got some of the fragments out right there. That's just what dumped down in there back here in this wound channel. I got a lot of that out for you. You can see it just peeled all the way back to the base. Leg slug went all the way to, like I said, 9 1/4. Started fragmenting. And one end, it dumped a lot of energy. It did. You could just, I don't even know if you guys can see this wound track. It just tore this thing up. There's still some more fragments down in there. I'll dig them all out and get weights and measurements in post. But once again, Winchester White Box, 110 grains. Jacketed hollow point. Remember, this is a semi-jacketed hollow point. Okay guys, you can see the wound track here of that 110 grain Winchester White Box. You can see it went in, opened up, grenaded there. Front part of that bullet just came apart, and then of course the base went on down. It was a pretty devastating hit there. 110 grain little grenade, almost like that Powerball. So there you guys have it. Wound track, 110 grain White Box 357 Magnum. Okay guys, we're at the post of the Winchester 357 Magnum 110 grain jacketed hollow point. Before, I didn't give you guys that product number. The product number on the box is Q4204. Now this is an older box. I don't know if that product number is still good. I know when I Googled it, it still came up, but when I went to Winchester's line online, I could not find that product number. It might be called something different now, but they still do have the 110 grain jacketed hollow point. It's all over the place. You can find it at Walmart. All the big box stores have this stuff. This stuff's probably the easiest 357 Magnum round to find. Now, today we fired this through the Ruger GP100 4-inch barrel and the calibrated ballistics gel through 4 layers of denim. You guys seen the results. It kind of went in, pretty much exploded when it went in, and we have fragments everywhere. I did not retrieve them all either. Some of them must have came out of the gel, but you can see there's a couple pieces of the fragments, and then there was that core. Now that core didn't go very far. You guys seen that in the video. That thing only went, I believe it was like 9 1/4. Didn't go far at all. So very poor on the penetration part for 110 grain. 9 1/4 isn't what I would call deep penetration at all. And the fragments, they were all within the first couple inches of the shock when it went in. Now, yes, that ballistics channel, you guys seen that in the video, was very big. I'm not knocking that. So you gotta consider that when you want a personal defense round, or you're gonna use this for varmint, or what are you gonna use it for? Personal defense, I think I would want a lot more penetration. That didn't weigh in very much at all. I'll throw a little PMP right there for you guys so you guys can see. Not much weight retention, fragmented apart, so it went in and exploded, did its thing. But once again, we fired this out of a 4-inch GP100. It's the Winchester White Box 357 Magnum 110 grain. Now once again, remember, this was semi-jacketed, so I wasn't expecting this thing to stay whole. I didn't have that expectation one bit. I figured it was going to fragment apart because the top half of it's just nothing but lead. I didn't think that, I thought the core would be a little bit heavier, but oh well, you know, that's why we do these tests, so we can find out what's going on and what we're buying. So once again, Winchester white box, 357 Magnum, 110 grain. I would call it semi-jacketed hollow point. They call it a jacketed hollow point because it is jacketed halfway up. You guys have a good one.